Hi everyone, hope you're doing fine. I'm going to read you a story from Time for Kids called Digging Up the Past. You're going to see on the page there's a picture of a skeleton. So this skeleton is one of the exciting discoveries from colonial Jamestown in Virginia. Rediscovering Jamestown. New finds show what life was like for America's first English settlers. Brent Smith, 9, of Houston, Texas, cannot take his eyes off the skeleton lying in a glass case at the National Geographic Society in Washington, D.C. The skeleton with a bullet in its right leg is a mystery. I just need to know what happened to this guy, says Brent. What was his name? How did he die? That's what historians are wondering, too. The skeleton is nearly 400 years old. It was found in Jamestown, Virginia, site of the first permanent English settlement in America. For years, people thought that the old fort there had been washed away by the James River. But new discoveries, including the skeletons, coins, candlesticks, armor, and arrowheads, prove that the fort and its clues to colonial life are buried under the soil. A city that wasn't built to last. On May 13, 1607, a ship carrying 104 men and boys from England arrived in Virginia. They named their settlement Jamestown after Britain's King James. The soil and climate seemed just right for a new home. The colonists built a triangle-shaped fort along the river to protect themselves from the Spanish and the Native Americans. Over the next few years, disease, starvation, and attacks by the Powhatan tribe killed many settlers. In those early days, Jamestown was Virginia's capital. Then, after a fire destroyed some important buildings there in 1698, the state capital was moved to Williamsburg. Eventually, Jamestown began to disappear above ground. Dusting off history. But what about underground? In April 1994, archaeologist Bill Kelso and others discovered another interesting spot. Excuse me. There was a piece of ground shaped like a triangle that no one had ever put a shovel into, Kelso recalled. Kelso and his team soon found bits of pottery that could only have been from 1607 fort. That first day, we knew we had found it. Since then, archaeologists have uncovered more than 180,000 artifacts from the early 1600s, including beads, keys, and toys. And only a fraction of the fort's ground have been explored. We don't dig things up, we uncover them, says Kelso. The process requires care. You just can't hurry it up. Clues to colonial life. The discoveries are giving scientists and historians the best picture ever of how early colonists lived. Pistols, knives, and armor tell the story of a violent time. And skeletons give clues to how these people died. Archaeologists will continue their search for several more years. They hope to come up with more answers for kids like Brent Smith. He looks one last time at the skeleton and says, "Wow, I really like knowing what happened 400 years ago." And this is the story. Bye. Read it at home. Love you.